Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Got a neat graphic, and ironically, it looks like these are two separate items, but it looks like it's going through the green part. I don't know if I just got lucky with my Control D or what, but we're going to try it again and see what happens. I'm going to take a square and hold down the Control button, and then I'm going to get the Shape tool, and I'm going to hold down the Control button, and I'm just going to do the two sides and leave that corner right there. Now I'm going to Control D, double click on it and put it on that node. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Control D, Control D. I don't have to, but I'm going to go and Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it. Get this corner and hold down the Shift key so it'll grow like that. Now, we are working in the center of the page. Now, I forgot to put it in the center of the page. If you will just smart fill one of these, and because we're working in the center of the page, we can go, well, and also, let's go ahead and interactive fill tool it. And, your judge would be on maybe some better colors that I'm going to use. But then Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 90 degrees. So it's going to do the same color, which wouldn't be a bad idea. But we're going to change the color. I'm going to show you how easy it is to change. We'll leave that one the original, but if I go to the interactive fill tool, now I can just do my two different colors on each one, and they'll be the equal amount without having to change. I don't really ever know what color to put with the green. So we'll just use this. Well, that was already there. And then I've already got a red. Let's go burnt orange. It's going to be pretty much like into a purple. Maybe not the best choice of colors. But then Control G to group that, Control D to duplicate it. And because we're working the center page, rotate it 45 degrees. That's cool within itself. And I just started thinking that would, you know what, I'm going to keep one of these. I'm going to make the plus key. And I'm going to try something out later. I'm going to Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it. While holding down the Shift key, I just want to see a little white right there. And then I'll Control D again. Control D will progressively get wider and wider gaps. So you can almost do it without. But if we take the black box effect and it's doing that same thing effect, it's in front of that one, but behind that one. Kind of a neat effect. What I was thinking about for this, of course, you'd want to put, well, let's just do something. Let's go Control D, not rotate it this time and just bring it in. You know what? And well, that would be cool. And see, Corel is going to change it to, it's actually, if you could hit it the first time, you could probably use, I'm going to hold down the Shift key. You could use Control R, which would do the last action, but I'm every time having to make this bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's say that's good enough. Let's Control G to group it. Let's make it, wow, look how big it is. Let's make it 5 inches. Let's change our nudge factor to 5. This might not be as cool as I thought. We just move them over and you have kind of like a seamless pattern. But I've been doing plenty of those the last week or so. Let's see what that looks like with the black box effect. Pretty cool. Anyway, hope that gave you an idea or two. And thank you for watching.